Good morning, everyone. It's cold out here at the lake today, this morning, but the sun's out and it's bright and beautiful. The lake's icing over. Pretty awesome stuff. Lots of bird activity on the lake. Just saw a couple eagles flying together and they were sitting in a tree and then one took off. And I got some great pics, man. Fucking the eagles, right? Synchronicity for me in context to what I've been, thinking about and what's been coming up in my consciousness to the eagle aspect or the phoenix aspect. So yeah, it's been a great morning out here transmuting things. I know a lot of you are probably feeling a lot of shadow stuff still with that Sun-Pluto transit going on. It's going to continue on, but it's going to back off here the next few days. That'll start backing off, and we'll start to see kind of a let up of all that intensity. So, but I want to talk about the nodes this morning and what that represents to the individual and maybe on a collective level a little bit. So the nodes have moved from Gemini on the North Node or North Star into Taurus. And on an individual level, if you look at the North Node as the North Star as kind of a guiding the ships, using it as a guidance system, kind of the North Star of what needs to be revealed or worked out. Bringing the Taurus energy online into your life is all about cultivating self-worth. Not comparing yourself to others. That's where the wound is to Taurus and to the physical body as well, to Chiron, which is, all about how we perceive our physical body. We have to start loving our bodies. And the Taurus North Node is all about navigating that to the North Star and creating that aggregate of self-worth to start to put things into our body that is going to level up our internal chemistry. All of our blood, all of our bones, all of our marrow, everything that has to do with our physical body, where all the ancestral energy is within the blood and the trauma that's setting there to the physical body that's taking place, to what's turned on and what's turned off, see, in context to our DNA and what's been inverted with that, and then what needs to be flipped on those inversions to transmutation and transformation. So the Taurus energies are really all about the physical body, the physical world, and cultivating high levels of self-worth and divinity within yourself. It is the taproot of the seed, where things get grounded with the plant. After the seed breaks in Aries, all that energy breaks open that seed after it's planted into the ground. The taproot is Taurus. So that taproot starts to push the plant up in the darkness, but it starts to push the plant up to cultivate the breaking forth off the ground, from the ground. And that is the grounding of the plant. And this is all about learning how to fix your energy into the earth and ground yourself into the core of the planet. That really is Taurus. And then Virgo, we'll get into what that is, because that's also an earth energy in Capricorn. But let's look at what the third stage of the seed is, which is Gemini. When that seed pops and breaks open to the earth, it opens up its petals. It's two petals, right? So the two petals open up to the sun. And that's when the Cancer energies come in to nurture and water that plant. So the watering process comes to the plant so that it can receive nutrients to the roots. The roots are the taproot, and the roots are very, very important as to what kind of ground that seed is planted in. So if you've planted that seed in real stony ground or thorny ground or shallow ground, what's going to happen is when it hits the Leo energy, it's going to burn up because there's no roots. So when the Leo, the sun energy comes and starts to shine upon that plant, upon those leaves, to create photosynthesis and create that chemical process within the plant, that sun is going to burn it up. See? So it has to have deep roots. We have to have deep roots, guys, and that's what the Taurus North Node is all about. It's developing deeper roots to tap in to those fixed energies into our core and to the core of the planet in context to the central sun. Cultivating high levels of self-worth and divinity, not comparing yourself to others, and loving your body. Even the little faults that you think or you don't like in your body, love those. Because why not? It's part of your physical body, which is part of the soul complex. So we have to start really loving ourselves on a much higher level with the Taurus North Node. Second thing it's about is finances. And I know many, many people who are doing this path work, who are really serious about transformation and making themselves better human beings and mastering human consciousness, are struggling financially. And this is where we have to cultivate the mindset of more than enough, abundance, and transmuting that poverty mindset of, well, when's the next shoe going to fall to my finances? When's something going to, Faye who's been inverted, and it's been Merkstave, and I can't seem to get out of this cauldron of lack and poverty. Look, everything comes down to your state of mind. Cultivating the self-worth and divinity within your mind. Changing your mind, renewing your mind. This is how you do it. This is how you transmute it. Last night I was feeling intense loneliness. Intense. Like almost heartbreaking loneliness on a collective level. People, even though they're around crowds and they're all together, they're lonely as fuck inside. Because that void that's sitting in there hasn't been ignited to their true heart core intelligence, bringing the sun online to their center and to their core. So they're blinded by the false cold light. Because the light's shining like you're driving down the road. It's shining through your windshield and you can't see or navigate where the hell you're going. You're being blinded by the light. But when your core is ignited within you, that's when the opening happens to the shining, to the illumination. And then that logos, that sound, that vibration, that frequency becomes what? A lamp unto your feet and a light unto your path. So the Taurus energies are very important to understand with our finances, because this is where we have to turn it around as well. If you don't have money and resources and finances to build something, you're never going to build anything. Now, the other thing that we need to cultivate is stepping out of the boat and walking on the water, not being afraid to step out when an opportunity presents itself that is in alignment with your core. Because that's where I believe the higher force already has the resources waiting for you. And sometimes it does take faith to step out, even though you don't have anything. That's also Taurus, because you're garnering your self-worth and not being afraid of failure, see, or betrayal, or whatever, being able to fall on your face, keeping your groundedness, keeping your deep roots in your tree. So Gemini comes in, right, opens up. Cancer waters the seed, right? Leo, what does it do? It creates the photosynthesis to the sun. And then Virgo, which is the next earth energy, is the pruning. It's where all the pruning takes place in context to all the leaves being cut off and all the branches being cut off of that particular plant. So then all of that energy can come up to the top of those trees and top of those leaves and branches and cultivate more mass, more density within that plant. See? Finding balance and harmony to Libra, the Libra gate, where the gates of wisdom open up to all the elements of the magician. It's a beautiful analogy. So the Taurus North Node, this is the things that we have to cultivate. These are the things that we have to transform and transmute within our lives. And burning off the karmic aspects there on the individual level. Collectively, we could see major changes in finances. Especially this year, we have a major transit taking place with Uranus and Taurus in the North Node at the end of July. This is where things could really get crazy and shaky in context to finances on a collective level, where things may change. There may be big events that take place on a global level with the financial world in July and August. So just keep your ears and eyes open for that, because there's certain things there that you may want to pull back on if you are having finances or your stock market or whatever you're doing. You may want to look at that and kind of pull back, because there's going to be some things that could be, with Uranus, very unpredictable. Uranus is the lightning strike to the tower. Uranus is the unpredictable, the maverick, the thing you wouldn't expect to happen in your life that manifests. And this is how we use the Uranian energies to the Aquarian and Piscean gate as to what? Our state of mind. So those events that take place on the unprecedented, unpredictable levels are in our favor, because our state of mind is wielding correct vibrational correspondence to the 11th gate and the Uranian energies. So when that unpredictable thing happens, it's in our favor, and we're cultivating high levels of planetary alchemy and magic with this. That's how it works. So your state of mind is always what's wielding the vibration and the frequency. So that North Node conjunct with Taurus is going to be a big deal. It's going to be a huge event, because we haven't seen the North Node conjunct with Uranus since 2007, when it was in Pisces. So there are some incredible events taking place this year. The astrological events this year are just incredible, and I'm going to keep you updated on them. But again, I just wanted to talk about the Taurus North Node a little bit, getting into what we need to cultivate within our lives. I mean, don't you guys want a flipping garden around you? Don't you want life springing up in springtime in context to the Empress card in your life, and the Taurus energies and the Venus energies coming online into your life? Developing a partnership with someone in context even to the Libra energies and relationships and partnerships that's going to actually build something together. Coming together with that person that you love and that loves you, and you are committed to that relationship with all your heart, to build, to transform each other, to bring things into a place where there is a coming together of one. That's what I long for in my life. And I know many other people are longing for this who are single in their lives as well. It's coming this year. It's coming this year. You hold patience. I'm holding patience. This is the year where we're going to develop those partnerships. And it's going to have massive effects on the grid works. So I just wanted to throw that out real quick. Much love to everyone today. Have an awesome rest of your week and going into the weekend, and I will talk to you soon down the road. Much love.